Hello, dear students. Good morning to all. This is the continuation of Chapter 4 Children of India. We have seen the life of Ranbir and Bindra, and we have seen how the children passed the forest during night or during winter season. And let us see about the other children of India. Not only in the hills, but all over India, children are constantly making their way to and from school in conditions that range from dust storms in the Rajasthan desert to blizzards in Ladakh and Kashmir. That means the children of India are facing a lot of difficulties to reach at the school. Sometimes there can be dust storms, or sometimes there can be blizzards. Blizzards means snowstorms with very strong winds. So the children are facing a lot of difficulties to reach at the school, but even then they are coming to the school. In the larger towns and cities, there are school buses, but in the remote rural areas, getting to school can pose a problem. So, in the cities and towns, there is school buses. But when we talk about the remote areas, they may not have any school buses or it can pose a problem. Let us see about the children of India. Most children are more than equal to any obstacles that may arise, like those youngsters in the Ganjam district of Orissa. In the absence of a bridge, they swim or wade across the Danube River every day in order to reach their school. I have a picture of them in my scrapbook. Holding books or sketches aloft in one hand, they do the breaststroke or dog paddle with the other, or form a chain and help each other across. So, the narrator is talking about the children of Orissa, and there's a district called Ganjam, and the children face a lot of difficulty. Especially there is no bridge over Dhani River, and the children used to keep their bags on their head, on their shoulder, and they used have a breaststroke or duck paddle. That is a way of swimming. They swim across the river, so they are facing such difficulty to reach their school. We don't have any such problems to reach our school. Wherever you go in India, you will find children helping out with the family's source of livelihood, whether it be drying fish on the Malabar coast, or gathering saffron buds in Kashmir, or grazing camels or cattle in a village in Rajasthan or Gujarat. So, if we go around India, we can find the children helping their parents, whether it is in Kerala or Gujarat or Orissa or Kashmir or anywhere, they are helping with their parents in their livelihood. Only the more fortunate can afford to send their children to English medium private or public schools, and those children are really fortunate. For some of these institutions are excellent schools, as good and often better than their counterparts in Britain or the USA. So the narrator says that some of them, only few people are able to afford these private schools, and they are sending their children to the private schools or public schools. And sometimes the branches in India are far better than the branches in USA or Britain. That means the narrator says that some of our public schools or the private schools are very excellent, but only few are able to go to that school. Whether it is in Ajmer or Bangalore, New Delhi or Chandigarh, Kanpur or Calcutta, the best schools set very high standards. So wherever it is in any cities, the best schools are in its high standards. The great majority of our children will attend schools run by the state or municipality. They vary from good to the bad to the ugly, depending on how they are run and where they are situated. So the narrator says that only few are able to go to the private schools or public schools. But the great majority of children, of our children of India, are going to the government schools. And these schools sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes very ugly. And it is dependent on how they are run or where they are situated. If the government school is situated in a village, the situation will be very ugly. If it is situated in a city, sometimes it may be good. That is the situation of our government schools. That's what narrator says. A classroom without windows. Now the narrator is explaining how the government schools are. A classroom without windows or with a roof that lets in the monsoon rain is not uncommon. Even so, children from different communities learn to live and grow together. Hardship makes brothers of us all. So the narrator says that the situation of government schools are very bad. Sometimes there is no windows, sometimes the roofs may be leaking. So many problems are there. Still, our children are surviving and they learn to survive or they learn to live in this situation. The census tells us that 2 in every 5 of the population is in the age group of 5 to 15. Almost half our population is on the way to school. So the census says that half of our population is going to the school. And here I stand at my window watching some of them pass by, boys and girls, big and small, some scurvy, some smart, some mischievous, some serious, but all going somewhere, hopefully towards a better future. So here the narrator says that he is looking at some of the children, and some are smart, some are bad, some are mischievous, some are scary, and they are all going with a great hope for a better future. Dear students, here with this we finish our chapter, and this chapter is totally talking about the difficulties of Indian children to go to their school. They are facing a lot of difficulties. If it is in hill area, they have to cross the forest. Otherwise, they have to cross a river. They have to swim the river to reach their school. So there are a lot of difficulties the children face. Dear students, read the chapter, learn the difficult words, write down those difficult words and its meanings in your copy, and learn it. Have a nice day. God bless you all.